Quick disclaimer before we get started. I am not a financial advisor. The purpose of this video is to document my investing journey and to give you all some insight on what I like to do with my money. If you are in need of financial advice, I would recommend meeting with a financial advisor. Now that I've got that out of the way, I hope you enjoy the video. Hello and welcome back to the channel. Again, this is Thomas from Lucky Gaming, bringing you the first video of my new series. This series will have monthly video updates that revolve around my stock portfolio and the moves I make inside of it. These moves will consist of dividend payments, increases in equity, what companies I've sold, and what stocks have been added to my portfolio in that particular month. At the end of each year, I will cover my portfolio, share my thoughts going forward, and share my goals for my portfolio in the following year. My portfolio is subject to change over time considering that I'm a 19-year-old college student. The main focuses I have for my portfolio are long-term growth and dividends. Dividends became a focus in my portfolio after I learned about the FIRE movement and the power of compound interest. But those are two subjects I will cover in a different video. On to the portfolio update. This summer I've been making a large effort to push my stock portfolio over the $10,000 mark, and I can happily say that I reached this goal during July. The only company I added to my portfolio this month was Disney. I invested $650 worth at an average cost at $93.98. This gave me 6.91 shares to plan to hold long term while I wait for their dividend to be reinstated. I increased my equity in 4 companies this month, with an investment of $100 in 3M, an investment of $150 in the Apple, an investment of $150 in the QYLD, and an investment of $200 into Stag Industrial. In dividends this month, I made a total of $16.75, with $5.70 coming from Coca-Cola, with $1.45 coming from Vanguard's S&P 500 ETF, 93 cents coming from Altria, 37 cents coming from Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing, 47 cents coming from Stag Industrial, $1.38 coming from Realty Income, $4.24 coming from QYLD, $1.60 coming from the SPDR's S&P 500, and 61 cents coming from TC Energy. I have currently 7 payments getting ready for August, but I'll cover those in the next portfolio update. I realized in this video I didn't cover how dividend payments work. Most dividend companies pay once per quarter. An example I will use is SPDR's S&P 500 ETF, or ticker symbol SPY. So if I scroll down and I show you, let me show you the dividends. So as you can see, since I've owned it, I got a dividend in July 30th, 2021. October, this would be quarter 4. This would be quarter 1, January 31st. And then this would be in quarter 2, April 29th. The way that the quarters work is January through March is quarter 1. April through June is quarter 2. Then July through September is quarter 3. Then October through December is quarter 4. Most companies will only pay once per quarter. And as you will have seen in the video, in July I got paid from Realty Income, Stag, and QYLD. You'll see that I also got paid in June for QYLD. You'll also see when I previewed August, I get paid again for Realty Income and Stag on the 15th. That's because not all companies pay quarterly. Some companies pay monthly, and some companies also pay twice a year or only once a year. I'm pretty sure Disney was one of those ones that only paid once a year, and I think Hershey pays twice a year. I don't know how important that is, but I just figured I'd share that to you because not everybody might know that. Well, back to the video. As you will see with all the dividends I've received, next to every one it says reinvested. But it's because I like to reinvest my dividends so that my equity in the company increases, and therefore the amount I get paid through dividends increases. This can be seen with my investment in Realty Income. I have $1.38 coming this month at a dividend rate, or at an amount per share of 24.2475 cents. But then I'm getting paid again next month for the same amount, but just because I have a little bit more shares, my amount goes up. And that is the goal of my portfolio. My portfolio is currently headed towards a 2.4% return from dividends. My goal before the end of the year is to get that as close to 3% as possible. I'm going to go ahead and switch over to my Excel spreadsheet to show a little bit more of my portfolio. As you can see, over here I have my yearly comparisons. I have my 2021, 2022, and then obviously these are empty because these haven't happened yet. I have my total, my average per month, average per day, and how much it has grown per year, total all time. This is my goal. I want to be able to make $221 per day, 221.37, and this is the percent of the way that I am there. These are my graphs to show how each month is doing. This is my monthly growth, so I'm comparing. This is compared to my amount that I made in 2021. And this is all the amount that I've ever made working. All the way down here, I keep a percentage of how much I saved / invested. I get really into it. I do have crypto, but we are not going to talk about that. But let's get back to the focus of my portfolio. The goal of this portfolio is to supplement the cost of bills as I enter my adult life. My current monthly expense is Apple Music. Since I'm a college student, this is discounted to $4.99 a month, which my portfolio could already pay for 2 years worth just from this year alone. I live in a great situation where, like I just said, my monthly expenses are very small. I chose to take advantage of my situation and invest my money in hopes to create generational wealth for myself and the future of my family. On this spreadsheet, I mainly just keep track of how much I make per month. Don't really pay attention to the stock, but on this particular sheet, I take note of every single payment, and for companies that pay monthly, like Realty Income, I'll just add them all at the top. And I'm trying to keep a record of how many have made over $5. That is how I've been determining which ones or which companies I want to put more money into. If they're making over $5, I'm likely not going to put more money into them yet. I'm going to put more money into something else. And you may point out a company like Microsoft that's only made $5 so far. If I do 501, it's going to be green. I am aiming for everything that'll be over $5. I know this one by the end of the year will make me in between $10 to $10.03. So I'm not too worried about this one. But a company like Moody's, I'm pretty sure this is a financials company. This is an example of a company that I'd be interested in increasing my equity on. Aside from increasing my equity on stuff, I also am keeping notes on what I want to introduce to this portfolio. Disney isn't on this because Disney doesn't produce a dividend right now. I used to own an amount of Cheesecake Factory. I think it'll be noted here in 2021, but I did sell it because I didn't realize the dividend had been cut. But recently, when I was looking around at stuff, I stumbled upon it and I decided to look again, and the dividend was reinstated. Also, Ponetshell. Love that. But Cheesecake Factory is a company I will consider looking into again. You also see earlier in the year, I used to hold Annaly Capital. I no longer do. And I'm pretty sure another one of these companies I've sold, but I don't remember which one it is. But bringing it back to my focus, I hope to inspire all of you to start investing as I share my journey with you. Down in the description below, I've shared my Robinhood link if you are looking for a place to start. The great thing about Robinhood is that you can get started investing with as little as $1. You may have just seen my portfolio and said, "Oh, you have over $10,000. I don't have $10,000. You don't need thousands of dollars to get started. And I personally believe it's a great idea to start small as you learn. As you learn, you'll be able to determine and understand what you want your portfolio to do. This will likely lead you to investing more and more as you build up to a large portfolio. Then as time passes, you will notice that you are financially free and you can do whatever you want. And that will be a great feeling when I personally am able to look back and see how far I've come. And that's a part of the purpose of this video. I will note again that I am not a financial advisor. If you are looking for advice on what to do with your money, I would recommend seeking out a financial advisor. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. You can show your enjoyment by dropping a like and subscribing. I plan to upload each update within the first 7 days of each month, so be on the lookout. For people who are interested in my gaming videos, Dying Light will be starting up again. Even though I haven't uploaded in 5 months, I promise it's coming back, as well as other games are going to be coming. This has been Thomas from Unlucky Gaming, and I'll see you next time. Have a great rest of your day. Little side note, sorry for not having my mouse on. I will make sure I have that on for future videos.